Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lori and my dog is Toby. He's over there. He thinks I'm going to ring the singing bowl, but I'm not going to do that this time. Poor little guy. Well. It seems we've got some illusionists calling somebody out there a copy. Those who are very professional at creating copies are calling you a copy. No, honey, you're an original. So let's get into it, shall we? What does Spirit want to tell us about these ones who are accusing you of not being real? That you really don't have it together as well as you appear to. That it's just an act. That they didn't witness something, so it couldn't possibly be. As though somebody who has got a propensity for lying has value enough to even be present during your great transformation. So let's see about this, shall we? What's going on in this collective field regarding those who are saying you're not real? And what's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with that? Well, this came out and it hit and it kind of went, mostly, well, it's leaning in the reverse. So I would say this is a Five of Swords reversed. There is an end to the conflict. Somebody wants to make amends, but it's like there is this faction that has been utilizing a specific group of folks who don't want to release that either. Like they don't want to release the idea of you and being able to be connected to you, but they also don't want to release the hold that they have on others that they have been able to manipulate against you either. So in the challenge position, because they want to end the conflict, they don't want to fight anymore with the Star. So the end of the conflict, making amends. It could be that you won the fight. Star is a challenge. The light is here being shined, and we have the Seven of Swords reversed, caught red-handed, being malicious, confession. So while there are folks here in denial about what's happening, there's evidence everywhere. It's just that the illusionists, and those who have been in charge of manipulating people are still working the illusion. In the subconscious here, we've got the Five of Cups. Sadness and regret. Yeah, you won the fight, and somebody's having a lot of inner conflict right now because they got caught, and the conflict is over. But there's still the leaders or whatever. They still need to be caught. That they're still trying to manipulate. getting people to come against this star, the Empress here. In the recent past, Knight of Wands reversed. Somebody's behaving recklessly, violently. They want to show off on how abusive they can be. So they're really out with this ruthless attitude right now in the recent past. Intentions, expectations. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork. So this person isn't working alone. It's a whole team of people working with that. In the near future, well, all these cards, I'm just going to have to put them back. One card, please, Spirit, or two. Not six, please. Thank you. Eight of Cups reversed. They're stubborn and they don't want to let go. So yeah, I mean, like nobody really wants to work with them anymore. You know, they're in regret. They can't fight. They've been caught here. With the star, the light has been shined on it, on what they've been doing, and they've been caught regarding this conflict. And so there's an end to the conflict and they can't fight. But the people that are driving them, they don't want to let go. So they're still here with the Knight of Wands, being reckless and violent, working with a group of people. The lens that's being looked through here. King of Swords. An authority figure. Knows the truth. Logical. Serious. In the environment, yeah, about the Ten of Cups. Reunion, marriage. So there's a marriage, a reunion. It's a happy union. And the children are playing. Big old open mouth smiles, happiness. A nice fire going in the fireplace there. Lots of love. And a stream, a river. So there's water, there's purification. And then the sound of it, you know, with the wind going through the trees. So there's all that abundance there. There's no cacophony. Victory. Hopes and fears. Ace of Wands. An enthusiastic new beginning. And the outcome. The Hermit reversed. Somebody lost their way. Somebody lost their way because of this reunion. They don't want the cup that they've been given. They don't want to drink from the cup that they've been given. At the turn of this, oh my gosh, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the World. There's a change in the destiny, a completion of a cycle regarding this aggressive competition. You're battle worn and it's time to heal. And you're looking forward to the future. The sun is rising. You've been successful. And that leaves these ones, your strength, your sun. Oh my gosh, your strength. Emperor Ooh, you got people all up in a nightmare. The Most High's got these ones in a freaking nightmare. You know, they were all thinking they were God, right? And so they're like hurting people and taking from them energy, houses, stability, happiness, having a field day with it. And they had no idea that the Son, that the Most High, the one who has all authority, would be strong enough or stand here, period, in strength, causing them a freaking nightmare. So they, of course, bullies talk a lot. They talk a lot. And they've had access to certain arenas, and they have talked a lot, and they have acted a lot. And they've put all of that, blame and shame on others. They've done all these things and then put it on others. And so it looks like that is changing, because this is the end of the conflict. You've won. You are the star. You've shined all this light. And they've been caught and they're confessing. Disappointed and in regret. But you still have the squeaky wheels talking, denying, holding on to the illusion that they are the authority within the multiverse, Or in your life, however it applies to you. Secrets. Yeah, secrets are out. The star has shined the light. The secrets are out. They got caught red-handed being malicious by the Most High. It's seen clearly. The star is here. You could call it the Wheel of Fortune and the world being flipped here by the strength of the sun, of the Emperor. Making very, very swift change when it comes to generosity and wealth and love and all these cups. This is incredible. So you can get agitated a lot of times because there's still this nagging, right? It's a nagging, and it's still leading some that really took, that really got into the role of being ruthless. They really liked that. So they're stuck there. We got here, it's too late to take any action. There's time. So the star is shining light onto this caught red-handed ruthlessness. They're making confessions. It's too late to take any action. They've got to admit the wrongs. I was told, I can't remember what the date was, maybe like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, that it was Maat, M-A-A-T, and that after this, it was atonement. So I'm not sure what's happening here. We've got a confession. We've got regret. Too late to take any action. There's an understanding about the neglect. See, the star has been shining a light on it. These people aren't who they say they were. They were neglecting you in a big way. They were neglecting who exactly? Who exactly were they neglecting? Unions, partners, children, home, responsibilities of any kind? Did they work or did they just steal? So in the recent past, you've got this Knight of Wands who's being reckless and abusive, trying to get away. So, yeah, so you got to show off, an abusive, violent show off running now. The Three of Pentacles, so it could be that the team that they have worked with wants forgiveness, or they want to ask your team for forgiveness. We'll get some more clarification on that. We've got an Eight of Cups reversed here, so somebody doesn't want to let go. There's a fear of abandonment. There's a stubbornness here. Third parties. So they've been accustomed to having a specific lifestyle, a specific reputation. They can't let go of your self-love. You're the source of love. They don't have it in them. They don't want to let go of your love. They don't have any love to give you in reciprocation. But you got the King of Swords is here. He knows the truth. He's an authority figure. And we got indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So it could be that the King of Swords is here dealing with these people who can't make a decision. They don't want to let go. They don't know what to do. They're indecisive. And it could be that the King of Swords is here wielding the truth about it and exercising authority regarding it. In the environment, you got a Ten of Cups here. So there is a marriage. There's a happy ending to this with a reunion. And gossip is in the reverse. Nobody cares about what anybody says or thinks or any of that. You know, these people who have been in judgment, these people who have been behaving very, very badly and feel somehow in their abusive, authoritative state that they have the right to judge or approve or disapprove of anything regarding your Ten of Cups or your reunion or your marriage or your life. But they don't have a damn thing to say about it. Nobody cares about what they say. Because this says I'm afraid of what other people will think. And this is in the reverse. Nobody gives a crap what these people are going to think. Hopes and fears, you've got the Ace of Wands. So this is an enthusiastic new beginning. And you're not going to let these jackwagons screw it up for you. They're known liars. They're malicious, and they got caught being malicious. They're ruthless, reckless, violent, abusive. Hope. So of course you have love, and you've got your Ten of Cups here. Nobody cares what anybody thinks, what these people think who are disappointed, who wanted to keep you away from each other. They were trying really hard to hurt you and keep you apart, and they're really upset. And of course they're still going to try, with everything they have, to come between your self-love and your hopeful new beginning. You know, that is a 10 of cups that a lot of folks don't think should be happening. We've got the Hermit reversed in the outcome. So somebody lost their way. Let's clarify to see what this is. Responsibilities. Somebody lost their way when it came to their responsibilities. They were not paying any attention to their familial responsibilities, their children, their home, their household, the upbringing of the child, the attitude, the mindset, the output, the contribution that this life form that has been created would output into the world. There was no attention whatsoever or care applied to the health and well-being of the community and what was being created in it. These ones just wanted to party and be abusive. Spend a whole bunch of money. Wear fancy dresses. They didn't appreciate anything when it came to family. They sabotaged themselves. They didn't find any value in the children that they were creating. They were just something to F around with. And they're confused because now they're feeling the absence. See this that they cannot let go of? Your love, your self-love. They're feeling your absence. And they're confused. Because the love was coming from you. It was never theirs. They had pride and cruelty in their heart. And now they want to escape their fate. Because both the world and the wheel has turned. The world card and the wheel has turned. They want to mend this connection. They're chasing after you. They're daydreaming about money. But you're in a new soul contract, and they're overwhelmed by this soul tie. They're in disagreement about it, in regret about it, feeling broken about it because they're guilty. They've been found guilty. And you are in a reunion, an inseparable reunion. As much as these ones want to separate you and to make it and to undo it, you know, they tried to keep it from coming together and now they want to undo it. It's inseparable. And they continued. They made mistakes while they were hurting you. They made mistakes with their habits, with their habitual third-party whoring around, whatever. And the truth is revealed that they were trying to steal your destiny, and they're going to get reciprocity. Everybody's going to get what they deserve. Everybody's going to get what they gave. If you put out a bunch of love, you're going to get a bunch of love back. If you put out a bunch of light, you're going to get a bunch of light back. If you failed to shine light on your responsibilities to care for them, if you left your wife, your children to lose their way with no foundation, no guardian, no guide, it's probably going to be what you're going to experience in this next cycle. Nobody to guide you, nobody to support you, nobody to care about your mental health or how you're going to manage your way in this world. It's reciprocity. And they're feeling unsatisfied because they caused a lot of damage. They want to have a conversation with you because they missed their opportunity. They feel there's unfinished business because they're stuck in the shadows that they like to play in. See, you were shining light all over the place. And they were being ruthless and violent and malicious toward you. And now that you're gone, all they're left with is no light and a bunch of failed responsibilities and a bunch of ruthlessness in their heart. That's all. They can't run away from it. It's inside of them. It's what they are. You were covering it with your love. But now that you're gone, now that you're in a Ten of Cups union with someone, and these ones can't abuse you anymore or use you like a battery or whatever, however they were using you, they're really upset. Because they never had this in them. All they fostered was cruelty. And it's inside of them, and they can't run away from it. They're trying. So you have here the Five of Swords reversed. This is the end of a conflict. You're done fighting. There's no reason to fight anymore. The truth is out. The truth is out. And the controllers or the puppet master, they're trying to convince everybody that it's not the truth. But the truth is out. It's revealed. The secrets are all out. Everybody knows what's going on regarding these relationships that are for the highest and greatest good. There is light being shown on those who were being malicious. They got caught red-handed, and now they're confessing. And it's too late to take any action. They can't correct it. They can't mend it. They can't fix it. They abused severely relationships that were for the higher good. Courage. Now so the star could be here in courage. The star is very courageous, shining a light on this maliciousness. It's kind of like that star witness in the case, right? You know that everybody wants to go unalive before they have a chance to testify or whatever. The star has testified. The star has testified. And the secrets are out. What they were doing with higher relationships. And they're very disappointed and in regret because they neglected to give you what you needed. They were very malicious. There's an understanding of their side of the story and of your side of the story. What has happened to you? What these people were doing? What they got away with? What was inside of them? This maliciousness. They can't blame you. They're in regret because they can't blame you for the neglect that they did to you. They're disappointed. They can't blame you for their own neglect of you. Like they probably accused you of some crime or whatever, and then they were going to use that as a reason for their mistreatment of you. But everything's out. Everything's seen. They can't blame you for their neglect. because it was a lie. There's an understanding of it. This person is reckless, violent, abusive. And they're trying to run away, but they can't because that's inside of them. Service. This person may have provided a service of abuse with a team of people, and now they want forgiveness. Regret. They're in regret and they don't want to let go. They have a fear of abandonment. It's like you had nothing but love for these people. And they were afraid that you would leave, so they were going to abuse you and force you to stay. They were going to trap you in a circle of abuse and horror and force you to stay and give your love to them, to care for them. They don't want to let go. They're envious of your ability to love yourself because all they have inside of them is violence. They don't love anything about themselves. They're in fear. They're in fear. They don't want to let go of your love because your love was covering them. Your love was covering them, but now it's not. Your love has been gifted to another, and they failed. These ones failed to trap you. They failed to trap you, and now they're in fear. Because you took your love and you gave it to somebody else. You're in a commitment with another. This King of Swords here. And he's pissed that these ones are even messing around with these love cups. It's like, what are you doing with my love cups? And they're in denial. They're like, this isn't real. It's not really happening. And it's like, and they don't know what to do. They were draining you with adversity, through adversity. They were draining you, giving you challenge after challenge, maliciously, putting you in violent and abusive situations, whether it be mentally, energetically. But you're here in the environment, in a marriage, in a reunion, and they don't care. Y'all don't care what anybody says about it. Gossip is in the reverse. It's like, talk away. Let everybody hear what you have to say, because we're all interested, because we need to know where everybody stands. So just get it out there. You're living life with gratitude. Thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. A new beginning, a new enthusiastic beginning, and you never gave up hope for this, and you're here in union with the Ten of Cups here. It is what it is. Abundance. Abundance. Adventurous, enthusiastic, new beginnings, hopeful, never gave up, abundant, limitless beings can manifest anything you wish to in your mind. You can look at the most atrocious situation and make it beautiful if you choose to. You have that power. And these ones, they are facing loneliness now. They did not shine any light or any care or any consideration whatsoever regarding their familial responsibilities. They left their responsibilities. They did not put any light into the children. They didn't allow them to be raised to be the greatest earth angel possible upon this realm. They were very abusive and reckless. They were no friend to love. They were no friend to love. And again, indecision. Indecision. The adversity. They don't know what to do. They're in grief. Because you're in your purpose and you know what you're here to do. Alliances. It's the end of a conflict. The secrets are all out regarding these relationships for the higher good. It could be that you are here in or representing relationships that are for the higher good. It could be that you are here with your alliances that are trustworthy and honest in relationship. You and your alliances are here in relationship, bringing an end to this conflict. Winning the fight by shining a light courageously on maliciousness. Let it rise, let it shout, let it be heard plain. We're not messing around. No, not today. No, not today. And it's too late to take any action. They're sick about it. and disappointed and in regret. They can't blame you for their neglect, because there's a light being shined on everything, and there's a clear understanding. Regarding this marriage. Gift. This marriage was a gift worth saving. These ones did rituals on a marriage that was a gift to the world, worth saving, prosperous. And there's a complete understanding of what they have tried to do here and what they are continuing to try to do. And of course they're in, I guess, plan B now, whatever. So they're here doing rituals. They're disappointed in the rituals. The rituals failed to blame you for their neglect. It's so wild. It's so wild to me. They have to live and learn. You're a gift worth saving. You're in this marriage. Whoever this King of Swords is, your King of Swords Emperor here who, man, he's a badass. He's a badass. He's got this Wheel of Fortune and the world turning on this aggression. And you will heal. And you will be successful. I gotta get this out there. The sun is rising. And these ones are in a nightmare over the strength, over the swift severity of this strength. And it's coming like 9 cups. 9 cups of strong love are coming very swiftly and whacking these people up the head with a 9 of Swords. That's going to hurt. They're going to have to live and learn. So they were reckless, violent, abusive, wanting to run away from your services, from the service that you're providing, or this is a service that they provided blindly. They provided a service blindly. It was abusive, reckless, violent. They're trying to run away from it. So they must have done something in the recent past with a group of people that they want forgiveness for, and they're in regret for. Whatever they did, they're in regret for it. They're in fear because they don't want to let go of your love. They have a fear of abandonment, and they're going through withdrawals here because you've rejected them. You've woke up to what it is that they were doing, and they've been stopped. I don't know what they and their team did that was so reckless and abusive, but it changed everything. And there is folks trying to say that it's not real. Fighting. It's strange to me how some people can get so embroiled into this delusion that they create, you know? I mean, there's one thing about, like, you can, with your abundant, limitless mind, your mental body, you can turn your pain into the most beautiful thing. But these ones took the most beautiful thing and turned it into pain and fear They took self-love and tried to turn it into pain and fear. And it's like they don't want to let go. This is what they know. This is what they, and it's like, and you're not going to let go. They've been stopped. Whatever they did, they did something reckless, very violent as a team that they are in regret for because it stopped everything. And now they're in fear about your self-love, about your healing. The King of Swords is here with authority, with mental clarity. There's nothing that they're thinking that isn't, they can't hide what they're thinking. They can't hide what's in their imagination. Like their fantasy is all unraveled. Their mind is coming undone. They don't know what to do about the adversity that they've caused. They're in it. They can't come up with a solution. King of Swords is here with mental clarity. He could be messing them up in the head. I mean, he's got the Emperor energy here, and he's very strong, and he's wielding this stuff very quickly, very swiftly. In the environment, you've got the Ten of Cups here, so there's a reunion, there's a marriage. Nobody cares about what anybody says about that. You're just very grateful for it, thankful for it. We got profession in the reverse. Talent. It could be raw talent. Whatever is happening here, like whoever this is, they may not be a professional. They may not have, the knowledge or whatever. A newbie, a surprise. Not what you were expecting. Not your typical who you would hire to do the job. Introvert. Separation. So there is a new beginning, a hopeful new beginning, an abundant hopeful new beginning, and then there is a separation. It could be that the work that was done against this Ten of Cups union fails. And that is where the gratitude is coming from. That whatever professional work that was done against this Ten of Cups has failed. And whoever did it has been separated from your abundant, hopeful union. Through whatever violent, abusive thing they did here in the recent past with their team. The light is out. They did not care for their responsibilities, their familiar responsibilities, their wife, their husband, their children. They were not a friend to love. And they're disturbed. So they're mentally disturbed. So there's something going on in the head. They're mentally disturbed. They don't know what to do. They were not a friend to love. And, out of pride, they probably caused a lot of disturbances with these rituals here for others. Purposely. And the light is being shined on here with the star about their maliciousness. They got caught red-handed. A whole network of people here. They did something reckless and abusive in the recent past, violent, something very violent. And they're furious because you have a vow with Spirit and with this Ten of Cups reunion here. They're furious about it. Your mask-wearing bully who is bringing such conflict to you. They've got these mental disturbances in their house. They could be suffering some supernatural experiences. See, you're seen as high value. And they fell into the trap of their own curses because you are. Couldn't stick to you. See, they're the ones, they're in a hermit reverse. They have no light on inside of them. They fail all their responsibilities. They're not a friend to love. And they're mentally disturbed. They're supernaturally disturbed. They're playing with curses, trying to get you to be homeless. This could also be a death card. Maybe they wanted you out of body. They're doing all these rituals trying to make this happen. But they fell into their own trap of disturbance. And they're upset because they were trying to curse your marriage. It could be that they were neglecting you within a union. I mean, they might have gained a contract with you somehow. Whether it be legitimate or not, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are about ready to come out into the open, I think, about the truth, about this illusion that we have all been buried under. Hopefully it won't blow too many minds. So this is the end of the conflict. Even though there's still the overlords or the puppet master or whoever it is, you know, the big ones that haven't actually come out and rode the pony and done the work, you know, they've been kind of dictating. And I don't even know if they're actually on planet. To be honest, they could be through some portal or on some vessel in the atmosphere somewhere. Although I think that probably would have been eliminated by now, or maybe it will be now that the star is shining truth on this malicious, and they're confessing. There could be some significant changes within the environment as a total coming up, which should really change the way we experience the energy here. Journey. End of a conflict. Secrets are out. There's a journey. The star is courageous, testifying in the courts, and people are confessing now. The star is shining a light on everything. It could be that maybe they locked you up in a spiritual jail and siphoned off of you or whatever, you know? And maybe that was all done through ritual and they were trying to get away with it again, but maybe you survived or whatever and you're now like alive, being courageous, shining a light in spiritual court, catching these bullies red-handed, and they're facing prison. They're confessing and they're going to prison because they hurt a child, an innocent person, an innocent child or whatever, for money, out of pride. Children. Little tiny lights, you know, the little bees, the little royal bees that we have buzzing around in our flower gardens. A soldier doing rituals, disappointed about the rituals. They can't blame you for the neglect that they made you suffer through. It's seen. They're in despair because there's an understanding that you are a gift and you are worth saving and you are in your marriage. You are reunited here. They know it, even though the handlers are trying to convince them that it's not the case because they're disturbed. And they need minions, they need fighters, they need somebody to continue going out and doing their bidding. Knight of Wands reversed, offered a service, did it blindly, and now they want to run away. Hope. They were hopeful that it would work. the whole team that they had with them to do that, they're asking for forgiveness. They're in regret because they're being stopped with their lies. They're being stopped. This thief priest is being stopped with their lies. Everything is seen, and they're going to prison. You know, they have everybody believing that if they don't see it, if it hasn't been properly documented, that it isn't so. I'm the scholar. You know, but the fact is that they're completely disconnected from the Most High. They're a thief, liar, soldier, not a friend to love, all about disturbances and rituals against marriages and people who love themselves. Nobody really puts any value upon their need or perceived authority over approving or disapproving somebody else's experience, especially when they're the ones who have been being so abusive to these people who are having these experiences with alliances shown to be trustworthy, honorable, honest people who are relationship for the highest and greatest good. It's like, don't come in here trying to lie on this. They're all sorrowful because what? Because they're in fear, because they have to let go of those who love themselves, those who generate the love cups, because it comes from inside. Those who generate the love cups. It doesn't just manifest miraculously. You can't pull it out of the freaking air like these ones have been doing. They've been siphoning it off of people, draining them of their love, you know, of their happiness. And they have this, and selling it. Energy, the energy of love. They're being cut off. They can no longer do that. They can no longer siphon the gift out of people who are healing, they can't leave people in a constant state of needing to heal and love themselves. They got to give them a vacation. Let them enjoy their damn gift. But they were draining them. And now they're in fear. They don't want to let go because they don't have the ability to create that and generate that inside of themselves, because this is them. Violent, reckless, abusive. King of Swords is here. Those who brought you adversity, they don't know what to do. Imagination is in the reverse too. And we got Widower in the reverse. They were not able and cannot cause this King of Swords to become a widower. Meaning they cannot take out his counterpart, this star, who is sending people to prison right now, shining a light courageously on what has happened here. They're not able to cause the star light to go out. That's not going to happen. So there is a reunion, a marriage. Nobody cares what anybody thinks about it. Here in great gratitude. We got this foe here. Foe, the profession of this foe, the work that this foe has been doing, is not working against this Ten of Cups union. Whatever work they're doing, or whatever work they have done, or whatever work they're planning on doing, it's not going to work. You are in your new beginning, your hopeful new beginning. You're an abundant, limitless being who can manifest whatever you wish to in your mind. And these ones, your foe, who the work, this ritual, and all this other crapola that they've been dumping on you, it's not working. They've been separated from the house. The house could mean your energy, the energy produced by your temple. These ones are separated from it now. You're an abundant, limitless being. You can manifest whatever you want in this world, but you are in a Ten of Cups union with this King of Swords. A new beginning. An Ace of Wands. A hopeful new beginning. Wedding. They can object to it. Oh, reunion. Oh, happiness. Fortune. You took all your energy, all your love, all your star qualities, and you said, shine. You shined that fortune. You took it all back, and you turned it all out. So you took it all in, and then you took it all out. You put it all out, and you shined it upon everything. You poured it out into the world. And they got caught red-handed being malicious. I don't know if they facilitated this pouring out, if this was part of the reckless, abusive violence that they recently did in the past. Some service that they provided. They could have done something to this star, and they were not able to put the light out of the star. Instead, it backfired, and their light went out, perhaps. They've got mental disturbances or supernatural disturbances in the home. Money. Innocence. So we've got the money that belongs to a child here. The wealth of a child. They are suffering a mental disturbance about the wealth of a child. Or the wealth of innocence. The wealth of innocence. They could be disturbed about the abundance of innocence that this star holds within them. It could be the abundance of innocence that this star holds within them. This love, this abundance of love is, because it's money, right? Light, energy, vitality, truth, love. It's all currency. And it's innocent currency. It's pure, and it's shining a light on all of this, and it cannot be denied. It can't be refuted. It's true and seen plainly. And of course, everybody's in denial about it. Everybody's in denial about the fortune, this huge abundance of light and truth that's being exposed here on these people who were not friends to love, and they didn't share any light or any responsibilities with their children, with their partners, their contracted people. This old woman pleasure seeker owes a merchant, has been dealing with a merchant. It could be that they're all stuck up, they're prideful, they're haughty, and they're sick. With that disturbance card there, they could be sick in the head. They could actually be sick in body. They're all up in their thoughts about a letter or some sort of information that they have received. There's a lot of conversation happening about a sweetheart who loves. A great abundance of love. And in the room, in the mental body, is happiness. It's innocence. It's goodness. And they're sick. They need to go see a doctor because the Lord delivered a surprise. There could be a friend who was a servant, an old friend, who wanted to be the lover. Oh my goodness. They wanted to be the lover of the wife. So what did they do? Did they set up this enemy orchestrated they were sad? They orchestrated a death and they left her lonely? What happened? And they were happy about the misfortune? And now they're in despair over the service that they offered. They're in sorrow about it. They need consolation. They've gotten a message. They need consolation. They're trying to pray, to send a message. Please help me, whatever. They're sad because you were consistently faithful. They tried to lie. They made a big scam. They left you in a this is a but you're innocent. And faithful. And these ones tried to paint you as though you were nothing more than what they desire most in this life. Violent, abusive, reckless, third party, siphoning, irresponsible, ruthless, malicious ways of being. And you come up here having withstood and survived the ruthless behaviors and rituals that these soldiers were putting up against you. They were malicious with your love, reckless and abusive. All because they wanted to steal your love, because they couldn't manufacture it for themselves, and they were envious of your ability to love yourself, of the fact that you liked yourself. You liked who you are. And they hated you for that because they didn't like who they were. So they wanted to see you suffer. They wanted to put what they didn't like about themselves on you and then call you that. Wow, this is big. So, of course, there's people out there who are going to try to convince everyone that this love isn't real, because to them it's not. I mean, they can't manufacture it, and they're going to try to convince them that you can't manufacture it also, that you're not actually this gift, because they're in fear of letting it go. They don't want to let it go. So they got to try to make the world believe that you're not that, so that they can bind you and punch you and hurt you and do all the things that they've been doing, because they hate the fact that you love yourself and respect yourself enough to continuously fill up your love cups even when people were coming here brutalizing you. They're not going to, they could convince a portion of folks, I suppose, that you deserve it, because in the reality of things, there's always going to be people who are going to love what you have to say. There's always going to be people who are going to really hate what you have to say. And then there's always going to be a big group of folks that just don't care either way. So no matter what you do, no matter what you say, there's going to be that. But hopefully we can get away from that in this coming cycle, and we can move away from that. And it looks like we're moving away from that, because you're in your Ten of Cups union, happy marriage, gratitude. No, don't give a crap about what anybody says. Your foe and their profession is failing. And you're in a successful reunion. So let me just pull, I want to pull a couple of these. I just want to see. A little more clarity on the outcome. Because So they're suffering a financial loss. Because this is the end of the conflict. It's not just a financial loss. It's a lack mindset. They can no longer tap into your mindset of self-love. They can no longer tap into your confidence. That courage, you know how when you drink a cup of wine or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get courageous and you can go talk to people and say things that you normally wouldn't be able to or whatever. I mean, at least that's my memory of it. See, they can't tap into your courage anymore. You've taken control of this courage. You're shining your light, and you are bringing an awareness to the malicious acts that they have been doing. It cost you plenty. And they want to make it insignificant. They want to make the price you paid for this, the cost, the courage that it took and that it's taking. They want to make people believe that it's not real, that it's not true, that it's not you, that your sacrifice here isn't valid. They're in regret. They got to walk away. They're going to prison. You're courageously shining your light on this. They got caught red-handed. And it's too late to take any action. They're ill. They're sick about this because they're out of time. And it is what it is. They're in a Five of Cups situation here in sadness and regret. This soldier did a bunch of rituals. They're bound to them. They got this disturbance there. They can't blame you for the neglect. You're seen as a gift. There's an understanding of what's been happening here, and you are married. Seen as worth saving. A Queen of Cups. Always filling your cup and sharing. Oh. This one wants to run away. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Reckless, violent, abusive. Wanting to run away from that. They blindly provided a service based on what? Blind hope. They had blind hope. They had unknown anything. They didn't know what was going to happen. They went into it blindly with nothing more than hope. And now they want to run away because an earth angel is bringing them a tower. Whatever they did, this earth angel wound up putting them in a freaking tower. This action that they took, this service that they provided blindly, it backfired. It did not go well. You got this Three of Pentacles, a whole team wanting forgiveness. They're in regret because this priest is a thief, is a false liar, and they're being stopped. Whatever they did here, it stopped them in their tracks. And now they're in fear. They didn't know what they were doing then, and now they don't know what they're doing. And it's like, yeah, fear. They don't want to let go of your self-love, of your gift. So they know you're the gift. Whatever they did here, they could say, like they're saying that there's no witness. And it's like, that's bullshit. There were plenty of witnesses. To your strength. King of Swords is here. These ones don't know what to do. They weren't able to cause him to be a widower. Whatever they did here, trying to cause him to become a widower, it backfired. It didn't go the way they thought it was going to go. And that's the truth. What they did shocked. It shocked the truth out like a whatever. Like a shotgun blast. 10 of Cups reunion. Don't care what anybody thinks about it. Very thankful for it. The work that this foe has been doing has failed. You've gained a victory. Through determination and courage, you have gained a victory. And you're moving on into your Ace of Wands beginning, your hopeful beginning, your cheerful reunion wedding. These ones are separated from the house. You're an abundant, limitless being. And these ones who came against you, they're being separated from the house. They're no longer in the house, or they're being separated from their house. Oh, and this one just poof, the world. And that's the turn of the world. That is the completion. Entering into optimism and joy. Celebrating life. Grateful for life. These ones were not caring at all about their responsibilities. They were not a friend to love, and now they're suffering disturbances either in the mental body or in the household or both. There is a fortune of innocence here, shining a light on this. Hard work and responsibility. Hard work and responsibility. Done on a routine basis with efficiency. The manifestation has occurred in freedom. Freedom from this abusive conflict, entering into the rewards for the fruits of your labor. And there's new proposals that are truthful, honest proposals coming in that you can count on. It's none of this games. And it's going to be light-filled. Healing. This is their challenge, and this is what it is, and what it will be. Your efforts have been successful. Your ability to remain smiling and shining and loving and strong. You brought a tower to this. You caused the end of the conflict, and you reclaimed everything that belongs to you. You shined a freaking light on it, and there's nothing they can do to counter it, to disprove it. They can't blame you for the neglect that they did. So that's good. I hope this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.